Yeah, why would I have ordered it if it wasn't?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, hi everyone, and welcome.
Hold up. I'm off to the side.
What?
There we go.
Is it good now? Yeah. Hello everyone, and welcome. Are you going to interrupt me again?
Hi everyone, this is the Apostate Prophet. Listen to the melodious sound of my voice. How do you know if they can hear us?
Well,
Listen to the melodious sound of my voice. Okay, that worked.
See, it works.
Okay, that was our audio check.
Yeah, audio check done. Hi everybody, and welcome. This is me. Wait, here the comments. That's what you're
Yeah, we need
for.
comments.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for here. Okay, we got the comments. Hello everybody. What's up?
I stand with AP. Are you going through some controversy?
I'm standing. Oh, who's standing with me?
Someone said I stand with AP.
I thought they said
normally that's what you put when like someone's been.
I stand AP.
I guess you got canceled from Twitter, so.
Oh yeah,
maybe they're standing with you.
I completely forgot about that. Yeah, but if you're standing with me, I appreciate that. But yeah, I completely forgot about the fact that I was banned from Twitter. But yes, I'm still banned from Twitter because why? Oh yeah, because I made a post about Nupur Sharma and how she has the right to say that Muhammad married a little child, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's Muhammad who did that. It's not her, so no issue. Are you okay? You're looking like...
Where are your audio levels and crap to see how loud you are?
I'm just showing David a modern system of streaming.
Yeah, I use Ecamm. He uses this StreamYard stuff.
Yeah, there are no audio levels here. Everything is perfect.
What a garbage system.
Perfectly set up. Look at this. Echo cancellation, automatically adjusting volume. It takes care of everything.
Huh.
Yeah.
I do like the automatically adjusting.
Yeah, you don't need to do anything.
Does that do it for everyone there?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Well, that might be a good method.
So we have decided to go live and eat.
We were just here eating sushi, so I was like, hey, might as well click live and hang out with people.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Did you try sashimi? You don't know what sashimi was.
I don't want to try that. It looks scary.
Nothing scary about raw fish that I've had sitting out all day.
What if I die?
That's crab.
What if I die?
You're like
It's weird. So today we are wanting to talk about things that we want to do.
Are we? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. I have no idea what we're talking about.
Oh,
but, so
we just said let's click live since we're here and eating sushi anyway.
But it says that we're going to do something shocking. That we're
You named it that because we were just talking about ridiculous titles that get people to click on stuff. Right? and then you made yours one of them.
That's right. You told me about how you saw this title, which was like 3 facts that will shock, or 3 facts that you should know, and this one will shock you. And I thought, okay, I'll just use this as a title now. So yeah, somebody, Apollo's Christian Apologetics says, you are missing out on the best flavor, Quran. How did that taste?
Tasted like paper with fermented cat urine in it.
Did you ever try Quran sushi?
No. Hey, AP.
What?
Are you joining Truth Social now?
I don't know. If I was 60 years old, I would probably join, but I don't think I want to do that.
Why are you dissing Truth Social, man?
I was making a genuine. I'm genuinely saying, if I was 60 years old, I would join Truth Social. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah, you're just saying it's for more mature people than you.
Yeah. I'm just. Okay. In fact, I'm being more respectful of the more mature people.
Yeah, like it's too good for you.
Yeah, I am beneath all of that. I'm a child.
We're hoping Elon comes through with Twitter. I hope he burns that place to the ground, but
You don't mean the actual place, right?
No, not actually. It's figures of speech, man. Figures of speech.
You have to be careful, man. This is the internet. You're having lots of influence. So, that said,
It's actually good you clarified that, because that's the sort of stuff people are getting canceled over nowadays, right?
I know.
Like they're just getting deleted. And it's like, what are you talking about? I was joking, man.
I was being smart. You should thank me, really.
Well, it's your channel, so I don't really care if you get banned.
Well, you said it, so it's going to have an impact on you.
Someone said that's a lot of sushi. Man, I started eating sushi at like 7:15. It's almost 10:15. So I had a break. When I was live with Inspiring Philosophy.
Yeah, he ate tons of sushi. Me too, though. I ate some before. Now I'm eating again, just for this live stream.
Now think about the difference. See, someone said something about some grapes. No, they said dates. I thought they said grapes. I was thinking. That made me think of Ali Dava. And I was thinking, like, if he had some sushi, was about to do a show, like it would actually enter his mind, like, oh, let me get my wife to come over and drop the sushi into my mouth with the chopsticks, so I can show everyone how cool I am, what a boss I am. Oh no, hey, I've changed my mind. Darling, listen. I want you to chew it up like a birdie, a mama birdie, and spit it into my mouth like a bird, like being fed like a bird. That was so people will be so impressed with that. You know what I mean? It's like where did you come up with the stupid idea to begin with? Anyway, I had no idea.
And that guy genuinely thought it will be a great impression to do like some power play action and to eat grapes and bananas while talking to me.
Yeah, that made sense in his head. That's what's bothering me, right? Like,
yeah.
like, how did that make sense in your head, right? And how did you get? I assume that was his wife. All I saw was a hand, but I mean, how did you get everyone around you to agree? Hey, that's a good idea. I don't know, man.
Well, that was a man of small brain, but what I don't understand is he has people around him, right? Like people who actually sit there with him and to record him and give him stuff that he needs. And Mohammed Hijab, I'm sure he ran the idea by Mohammed Hijab, or he told him about it. I would think that somebody who is more intelligent would tell him, hey, you know what? That's a terrible idea. Finding truth.
No, before that.
No, what?
So someone's saying sushi was invented by a Muslim.
That's what I was thinking. Sushi was invented by Muslims, so yeah. Okay.
No, people are saying it was Hijab who was actually feeding him. I didn't pay much attention to the hand. I just assumed he would. No, I just assumed he wouldn't want some dude feeding him grapes.
It wasn't Mohammed Hijab. You know who it was?
Who?
I saw somebody point out evidence. There is this guy who has this channel called Smile to Jannah or something like that. He does these dumb comedy.
I've seen that dude. He's got glasses, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's like their best friend. He hangs around with them all the time. It was him.
It was him? He had a dude feeding him grapes?
Yeah, he was.
I just assumed you wouldn't want a dude feeding you grapes, right?
I mean, it wasn't just Alidawa's dumb idea. It was that dude handing him grapes and, touching his beard.
Well, this is what we're up against, ladies and gentlemen, with the Dawa and the Jihad.
Because there's somebody actually put together evidence of that they caught the arm, and he has a sweater on, and they saw the sweater in a different video.
Black Angel said it was the Smiles 2 guy.
Yeah, it was that guy.
Wow.
It was the same guy wearing the same sweater in a different video. So it looks like it clearly was that guy. He was actually feeding Alidawa grapes and bananas and things like that, and even cleaning his beard while he was live talking to me, thinking that it would be an amazing power play, which would humiliate me and elevate him.
So, I mean, two great minds together, at least, thought that was a good idea. Two great minds of Dawa. Great moments in Dawa history, ladies and gentlemen. But, I mean, can you imagine that? Hey, AP, I got this great idea, man. I've got this debate coming. Yeah, this guy's been challenging me to debate. I'm gonna debate him, right? Now, here's the thing. Here's the clincher, right? Wait till he's making some points. In order to make it just seem like Like, this is nothing to me. I want you to come over and start feeding me grapes
Well, I'll start feeding
and
you
various other
sushi.
fruit stuffs.
I'll feed you sushi. While he's talking about how you're terribly wrong, I will give you pieces of sushi and you will be chewing on them.
Great. I'm going to write a book, Great Moments in Dawa History. No, that's actually a good title for a video, Great Moments in Dawa History. Just compile like the golden showers, the holes in the narrative, all that stuff.
There's so much stuff, right? I mean, over the years, with us actively interacting with these people, we have gathered lots of moments that are just beyond ridiculous that we could put together in a giant compilation and talk about the most absurd moments in Dawa. I mean, there was the golden shower thing. There was Mohammed Hijab afterwards going into his car and making another video and talking a bunch of crap about it. I don't even know if you've seen the video, but Ali Dawa with his grapes. Daniel Kikuchu, did you see what I did to Daniel Kikuchu? Did you see? I had a debate with him. It was so good.
I saw your first one, and then I haven't seen the one where you recently asked him about the name of God.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen that yet.
I talked with him about the name of God.
But I noticed as soon as you posted something, he jumped in. He
Yeah.
jumped in, which means he's probably a little nervous about the way things went.
Yeah, it was very funny. He was really trying to avoid me. He was trying to, make this impression of, I humiliated him. I will not do anything with him anymore. I will not interact with him. He's beneath me. So I caught him live and went there and asked him questions that I know he will not have a proper answer to. And it really bugged him. Afterwards, he made like multiple posts about it. I posted something. He came and commented in the comment section, but he basically had no idea about the name Yahweh. He didn't understand what Elijah has to do with the name Yahweh. Even after I explained it, he didn't get it. And finally, he suggested that Yahweh is probably a polytheistic pagan name that that the Israelites adopted from polytheistic pagan Canaanite religions and thereby corrupted their own religion.
He's going to get in trouble, man.
What does that imply? What does that entail?
Dude's going to get in trouble, man.
It's clear what that entails, right? I mean, when you say that the Yahweh is
I mean, it's like foundational. It's foundational to the Torah. Like, here's the name of God. The Torah, that book that Allah says he revealed and so on. And so Allah is saying, hey, I revealed that book. That book's as good as gold. And in that book, God is saying over and over, here's my name that I'm revealing to you.
And the same God reveals the Quran and says in the Quran that he gave John the name John, which basically stands for Yahweh is gracious in Hebrew. And he also gave Jesus the name Jesus, which in Hebrew stands for Yahweh's salvation, or Yahweh saves.
By the way, what
honors Elijah.
By the way, a little side note there. Even with the John in the Quran, it says, and this is the first person to be named John. And this is another example of Muhammad plagiarizing stuff and not knowing what it is. In the Bible, it's just this is not a family name of his, right? It's like this is not a family name of yours. So the object, why is his name going to be John? This isn't one of people would pass down the same names of popular names for their family and so on. But then it gets altered by Muhammad to this is the first person named this ever.
Yeah.
Even though that was not the first person named that ever.
It clearly says that. It says nobody has been named like this before or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That's what it says about John. So not only does Allah, according to the Quran, give John the name John, which clearly Yohanan means God is Yahweh is gracious. Yah is gracious. Some Muslims reject it and say it's not Yohanan, it's something else. It's Yahia.
Her wife says Daniel Hakikachu with the 4D chess.
Seriously, man. I mean, he messed up so bad, and it's just. I made a video. I recorded some videos about that I didn't have time to,
Why didn't he change the subject and say, I don't want to talk about that?
because he doesn't want to appear. I mean, it's dumb, if you don't want a subject, if you don't understand a subject, if you're not familiar with it, you could say, hey, you know what? I'm not familiar with this subject.
Yeah.
I will not talk about this.
Yeah, no shame there.
It's fine. It's okay. You don't have to know everything, right? But he actually sat there for like 10, 15 minutes and clearly started researching stuff and then started responding to me with whatever he learned in those 10 minutes.
I'm impressed.
And it was terrible.
I'm impressed that he let you talk.
Yeah. Well, at first I talked, there was the Mufti there. So I talked to him while Daniel Kikuchi was searching on the
You
internet.
familiar with the Mufti?
No.
No.
And, well, the Mufti didn't get it at all. He had no idea what was going on. So I was saying, the name Elijah is in the Quran, and Elijah means my God is Yahweh. And the Mufti asked me, so are you saying Elijah is God? And I'm like, no. So it was all very, very strange. Very strange.
Yeah, it's not exactly a confusing argument.
It is not. It's very simple. It's very simple.
You want to answer some of your fans here?
Who?
Muhammad married a sushi. Christian says Muhammad married a sushi. What is that? I don't know. But
Harry
it's funny.
Shaz made a super chat and didn't say nothing. But that's fine. That's fine. Thank you. Rennie Q made a super. What is it? What kind of currency is that? MYR. I will not admit that I don't know this. I have to research now and act like I know everything about that. This currency.
The Urban Turban.
Urban Turban made a super chat. Thank you, Urban Turban. Thank you for supporting this channel. Your contributions support the activities that we conduct on this channel. Through your contributions, we save the world.
And buy sushi.
And buy sushi and make this world a better place with sushi. Who was feeding Alidawa? Yeah, we have established that. It was Smile to Jenna or whatever it is.
Dude, seriously, I had assumed that I had assumed that you would not want a dude feeding you grapes.
I think
let alone bananas.
I think that's
I was like, there's no way, right? So I just assumed that it's the wife, but man,
especially what he wanted.
That's extra creepy then.
Yeah, but he specifically wanted that. He specifically wanted that guy to sit there with him and to give him bananas.
I'm sorry, I'm just picturing now, like I'm picturing him like, because the dude's off camera, so I'm picturing him like putting the grapes like, and Ali Dawah was like this. Ali Dawah was like, so good, oh, so good. The grapes are so good. Because I didn't actually watch it. Right, I went through and found the screenshot of that point, but now, wow, that's gross. That's multiple levels of gross. Wow.
Well, in his mind, it was, thank you, brother. It was very good.
Great.
Thank you for the grapes.
Great moments in Dawah history, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe this. These are the guys I got to replace Zakir Naik.
The medical doctor.
Have you seen? I'm about to make a video on his channel dying. Have you seen the views he gets?
Who?
Zakir Naik.
Oh yeah, nobody's watching him.
Yeah, it'd be like 8,000. He's got like 3 million subscribers. That means all his fans aren't watching. You know why they're not watching?
Because they run to the good people.
They've been replaced.
Yeah.
Zakir Naik has been replaced by Ali Dawah and Muhammad Hijab, Sheikh Uthman, Daniel Hakikachu. These are the greatest times in Dawah history, ladies and gentlemen, from a non-Muslim perspective.
These people are significantly more outspokenly radical than Zakir Naik. And these people are significantly more outspoken radical than Zakir Naik. And these people are replacing Zakir Naik. That's what people want. That's what the younger people want. They want to run with people who make, a name by trying to bully and humiliate others while they actually humiliate themselves whenever they try.
That was the goal. You're talking since what, 2007? It's, hey, all of the people that are picked to represent Islam are these specifically hand-picked people for the environment that they're going into. So you got Shabir Ali and Jamal Badawi, you know, for the West, and you know, Zakir Naik for people in India and so on. And so they hand-pick all these people. And you're like, where are all the people who are advocating what, you know, the Islamic sources actually say? And where are the people who are better examples of sort of the spirit of Islam, right? This aggressive, me strong than you, right? Where is that? Because they're not exhibiting it. And so the idea was, if you can get them to shift over, my goodness, all you have to do, I'm telling you, we could stop right now and sit back and watch this implode.
Yeah. I mean, you see what it does. You see what the popularity of Muhammad Hijab and Al-Dawa has caused so far. Every few months, a new scandal, a new fight, a new outrage within the Muslim Dawa scene, because Muhammad Hijab or Al-Dawa did something terrible and dumb again.
And I mean, I've said it before, but I mean, it's just getting started, right?
Yeah.
When man, this one of the greatest days in history will be Ali Dawa getting 1 million subscribers on YouTube. You will not be able to tell that dude anything, no matter how stupid it is, no matter how many dudes he has feeding him who knows what in his videos when he's supposed to be debating. None of you will not be able to correct that dude. Sajid Lippam will be trying he will put up a valiant effort, but you will not. It'll be too late, ladies and gentlemen. And we can only hope. Sheikh Uthman holds it together. You know, he's got the footnote issue and stuff like that, but he needs to push through that, because man, if you end up with 5 or 6 of these guys and they're all super popular and they can't stand each other, I don't know how it's not like
It's going to be good.
primetime television. Got to be.
The funny thing is, Sajid Lippami, you mentioned him. He's my favorite Muslim apologist, by the way.
No, in what sense? Because they're all my favorites, but in different ways.
I just like the guy. I don't know. I'm subscribed to his channel. I watch his videos.
You mean in terms of actually liking him, right?
In every way, he's my favorite.
Yeah. He's cool. I mean, he is cool because, I mean, it's like, okay, now that these things have been set in motion, there's nothing you can do to stop this. You can try, but it's going to be, you're going to get messed up in the process. And he's just like, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm the one who's going to stop these guys. Listen, Muhammad Hijab, where's the hikmah? This man has absolutely no hikmah. And Ali Dawa with the grapes. I mean, what was he thinking? What was he thinking? Why not drop some hikmah in your mouth? How about that, huh? Take a shot of hikmah. Have someone feed you some hikmah. I'll come over and feed you hikmah. Poor Sajid, man. That sucks, doesn't it? Being like the one guy. And then he had some buddy that he did. I don't think he showed his face, but he had some buddy who seemed like a very nice guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, these are the guys. And it's like, wait a minute, the guys who are trying to be calm and rational and do what's best for Islam and not glorify themselves and thump their own chests. Those are the guys who are going to be getting eaten alive. They're going to get eaten alive.
Here's the thing, though, David. I always want to point this out. Like, Sajid Lippam is this supposedly soft-spoken, voice of reason guy within the Dawa scene. The thing is, it's not that he has particularly a peaceful understanding of Islam, or that he's good and that he loves humanity or any of that. No, I mean, he is the one who says, guys, let's calm down. Let's be reasonable. Let's not interact with the filthy disbelievers and apostates and critics of Islam, because he knows fighting with people like us, being loud with us, going back and forth, is going to cause problems. It's going to give this whole issue exposure, because he knows he's not supposed to do that. He's supposed to hope for an Islamic society, an Islamic environment where we are taken care of, where we are taken care of, where I'm executed,
Mhm.
where you are no longer allowed to speak, because that's how it's supposed to go. Fighting with us is of no use. That's what he thinks. He's not like good. He's just being
And it's like whatever benefit you could get out of it doesn't outweigh the problems that it causes, right?
Uh-huh.
So no, I mean, he's absolutely correct with his talk about the Hickman stuff. I mean, I would just call it common sense, but he seems to have significantly more common sense than a lot of the guys that he's criticizing. And I really think it's just a difference between like long-term versus short-term thinking. All of the popular guys are just short-term. What do I have to do to convince my fans that I owned this dude in this minute? And what if you have to lie, you lie. If you have to do some shenanigans, you do that. If if it involves grapes, whatever, you do that. And they just do not care that, okay, because you did this, here's the aftermath where it's actually hurts your case long run. And so, yeah, Sajid's just one of the guys with the like. I mean, you can imagine them playing chess, right? And Sajid's thinking like 5 or 6 moves ahead, and these guys are only focused on their immediate, on their immediate next move and stuff like that, and they can't think any moves ahead. But
he just sits there and thinks, guys, Hikmah. We have to have Hikmah. I'm beating you because of the absence of Hikmah. I saw that.
I would rather kill myself than commit suicide.
Man, what is this? Get rid of all your...
I don't know what that stuff is. There you go.
Oh, good. Got rid of that. All right, here. What else? Some introvert.
Introvert.
Made a super chat. Thank you. Derek, Myth Vision Podcast is a very good channel. Everyone should subscribe. It should be an obligation.
He's super dreamy to look at too.
Stefan Milahevich said, I was authoritarian before I met you too. You, AP, and David Wood learned me to appreciate humanity. Thank you. That's
what we do. We make people appreciate humanity.
I appreciate that.
And sushi.
Harry Shaz said, get Adam Seeker on your streams, please. Talking to you.
Adam Seeker has come up a lot. His name has come up, so
yeah,
we'll check it out. My time is short, but I do have to decide.
Check it out. What time is it, by the way? I know we were talking about a different
It's 10:30.
Oh, okay.
There's a clock on the computer screen right in front of your face.
Where? I can't.
Up in the right-hand corner.
I didn't use a Mac. It's a weird system. What is this?
You want to be a Mac, you got to use a Mac.
I'm digging the seamless background, the same technology found in the Quran. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Harry Shaz made a super chat. I already looked at all of these. Sid Dave said, please invite Nupur Sharma as well. Yeah,
I saw someone posting a bunch of times asking for our thoughts on the Nupur Sharma thing. But I posted a video this morning about, was that this morning? It's all a blur. I believe it was this morning that I posted a video, right? Yeah, I was making it last night.
Yeah. This was this one.
So yeah, I posted my thoughts on that. What are your thoughts?
I posted
if you care to share them.
I posted my thoughts.
You posted Muhammad saying, Allah and his messenger say that Nupur Sharma did nothing wrong.
Those are my thoughts. Those are literally my thoughts. What do you want from me?
It is interesting that you have this international uproar caused by something where for 10 seconds she did what we do every single day of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And it's international uproar because they know they have some leverage there. The Gulf countries know they have some leverage with India because of, the millions of Indian workers who go to the Gulf states, and because India gets most of its oil from the Gulf states, so they know, hey, we start threatening sanctions and stuff like that, they're going to have to back down. But it's like, wait a minute, we say that stuff all the time, but they know it's not going to do much good if they throw a tantrum over us. Yeah. So let's throw a tantrum over this woman
Oh, we say
Hindu woman.
significantly worse things all the time and do significantly worse things all the time, but we don't receive the same backlash. But this one woman, because she's part of that government, says a few things, and she just speaks, and she doesn't even say it in the way that we are saying. We are out here actively criticizing this religion and its moral system and all that. All she did was take part in a debate and say, "You guys are insulting our beliefs. How would you feel if I also said about Muhammad that he married a child, for example, or that the Quran says this and this and that?" And just because she said that, just because she said, "How would you feel if I offended you instead of you guys offending me all the time?" Because of that, people went crazy. Isn't it ridiculous?
Yeah, it is. It looks like the Muslim leaders were I mean, of like Gulf countries and so on, were looking for an opportunity, for an uproar, right? Because they're not crazy about Narendra Modi's, nationalistic party and so on, and the impact that this will continue to have on the Muslim community in India. So they're looking for something to jump on, right? Where they can jump on the government and say, "You see, governments, this proves how evil you are," and stuff. And so they're, the best thing they could come up with was a woman saying, "Hey, Muhammad married a 6-year-old, and consummated the marriage when the girl was 9."
I doubt that the average person who takes part in the outrage and in the riots actually knows what exactly she said and in what context she said it. All they know is
because that's not being posted. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it anywhere.
I know. I had a very hard time finding out what she actually said and in what context she said it, because it's not anywhere. All they say is that this woman insulted the Prophet Muhammad. That's it.
I couldn't find it in any news article. I only found it from people during a live stream with Robert, where I just asked people what she said, and people who'd seen it pointed it out. But
that's how
isn't that amazing? And I even found multiple news sites who say, and this is so offensive that we're not going to reprint what she said. It's like, what do you? She stated a couple of facts about Muhammad, and that's like too much. It's too much to even be reprinted.
What's crazy is that some Western news channels abide by the same thing.
Yeah.
Or just keep the information out, because
that's what I mean. I mean, your job is to inform people, right? Say what the heck she said, so people have an idea of this is what's causing this uproar. I mean, if you had actual journalists doing their job, it would say, "Here's what she said." It would give the quotations, and it would say, "And here's why she said it, because here's what the Muslim sources say." And so, yes, this is, hey, we're fact checking what she said. Thumbs up, she's accurate. What she said was accurate. So they're blasting her right now for sharing accurate information. It reminds me of when you had like this before your time. You're probably like 2 years old, but way back in the day, you had the Jyllands-Posten, right? The Danish newspaper posting cartoons of Muhammad, and you had this violent backlash against that. But all of the newspapers, they would post, "Hey, there's an uproar and there's this cartoon controversy," but they wouldn't post the cartoons. And there was even, I think it was Yale University Press. They made an entire book about the cartoon controversy and would not put the cartoons in there, right? So people just have to try to imagine what the cartoons are. Reading an entire book about it, would never know what the cartoons actually were.
Imagine a news channel reports about somebody dying, and they say, "Unfortunately, we cannot tell you what happened because it would be offensive, but this person is no longer available, no longer with us, or no longer exists." But they don't tell you that she's dead. They don't tell you how she died. They don't tell you what exactly happened, because all of that is offensive, and you don't want to tell people about the details. You just want to say the person can no longer be reached, is no longer available. Like that's kind of how this is. Instead of doing journalism and telling people, "Look, she said these and these things, and those people considered these things offensive, which is why they started rioting, although she said those things within that context.
Mhm.
Instead of all that, all they say is somebody has been accused of being disrespectful toward Islam, which has caused riots.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like actual journalists working for an actual company with some level of testicular fortitude would do well, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you had the story that actually gave you, here's what you said, here are the sources, here's what's causing the uproar, here's everything to bring you up to date. I mean, I would much rather go to that site than anywhere else, right?
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise it's just going from news site to news site and none of them telling you even what she said that caused the uproar. It's crazy stuff, man. It's crazy stuff.
It's because you're an Islamophobic racist.
You're a bigot.
The Urban Turban said, "Hold up. I saw AP get beheaded on the Prophet Tales. Was he resurrected with a man bun? David, is this how resurrection works? Christian Hikmah." What do you say?
Yeah, that was a cartoon. That was not real life.
What?
I'm saying you didn't actually get beheaded, but if you had been beheaded and you were here later with a man bun, then yeah, you'd have to start theorizing about at least a revivification.
Yeah,
but it would seem miraculous.
That's part of the nature of resurrections, you would have to say. Or I don't know, maybe you need more instances of that to come to such a conclusion, but you could argue that this is probably part of it. Yeah, it makes sense. Melissa Hogan said, "Can the two of you talk us?" What?
Got into ministry together?
Oh, yeah. Well, I can't read this because you have a giant microphone in front of your screen.
Yeah, I need to do something about that. I have like probably 20 mics.
I see that.
Probably probably 75% of those. So 15 of those I don't know how to use. I just everyone to be like, "Oh, this is the greatest mic ever," and I'll buy it and I'll get and I open. What the heck? I don't know how to put this together. I don't know what this thing is. I don't know what these controls do.
Earlier when you were live with IP, I was sitting here in the back and I'm looking around and I'm looking for. I'm wondering if you have headphones somewhere. And I look around. There's a microphone. There's another microphone over there. Then there is one. There is one. Tons of microphones everywhere. Seriously, I'm not exaggerating.
I do have a lot of microphones.
How did we meet and get into ministry? We'll talk about that. You
messaged me.
I didn't do such.
You messaged me when no one had ever heard of you, and you're like,
"I didn't know such.
Hey, I'd like to have you on my channel." I'm like, "Who is this loser?"
I did no such thing. I don't remember that. You're making this up right now. Mr. Wolfgram said, "When are we going to get that ASMR video from UAP?" I forgot about that, man. I want to start.
What is that, by the way? I keep seeing people. Is that like stuff to make you go to sleep or something? What is ASMR? I know it's something to sounds. You record sounds or something like that. What is it?
I don't want to inform you about all the nature and the different motives of ASMR, but you could imagine that it is something stimulating. People get sorts of mics that have, different things, and then you go close to them and whistle and make sound. I mean, whisper and make sounds and scratch them and do all kinds of things for different purposes, of which we shall not further speak. Rani Q said, Malaysia, please don't delete your channel, David Wood. I'm not finished yet with your teachings. I appreciate AP and David Wood. XX, what do you say?
Yeah, guys, when I think about something for a year and then you just say, no, don't do that. Don't delete your channel. Hey guys, I've been thinking about this for a while and I figured out a way to do all of this better and to be more effective, but it involves deleting my channel. No, don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, look, guys, there could be some sort of like divine intervention, right? Like God could tell me, no, don't do that, David. And that would be fine. But David, don't do it when I know why I'm doing it. And in order for everything I want to get done, the channel kind of has to get out of the way. Like you thought it was a dumb idea.
I didn't think it was a dumb idea. I just thought, that's problematic. But then later I thought, wait a minute, it actually makes sense.
Aha!
Wait a minute.
Aha!
I feel like this is a good idea. And the primary reason why I think that is because after David Wood's channel is deleted, my channel will be the largest channel on which Islam is criticized.
Exactly.
Which is why I completely think that David Wood's idea is a fantastic idea.
So we have it from AP himself. David Wood's idea is a fantastic idea.
See?
Thank you.
You see? But if I told him not to do it, he would not do it. I know that for a fact. Rum Runner said...
That's the same guy who was on earlier.
Oh, yeah?
What did he say? Oh, yeah. Wait, this is the same genius. This is the same genius who said, Jesus said to kill all his enemies in Luke 19:27. So you know you're dealing with the top brass here.
You see? Rum Runner said, according to 2 Corinthians 6:17, David Wood isn't supposed to associate with non-Christians. Christianity is to Islam what the collab is to AIDS. What do you want to say for yourself, David?
I mean, I actually have the Apostle Paul open right here, 1 Corinthians 5. And he says here, so 1 Corinthians 5, I wrote you in my letter not to associate with sexually immoral people, not at all meaning the people of this world who are immoral or greedy or swindlers, blah, 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 blah. In that case, you would have to leave the world. Now I'm writing to you that you must not associate with anyone who claims to be a brother or sister, but is sexually immoral or greedy or slanderer or drunkard, swindler, and so on. Do not even eat with such people. The Apostle Paul specifically says he's not telling you not to associate with people who do all kinds of things. He said you'd have to leave the world. You'd have to leave the world.
Yeah.
Right. So, Rum Runner, you're kind of 0 for 2 here, and you've given like the stupidest positions
you also have to
ever offered by anyone ever in the history of humanity.
You have to take into consideration that I'm a secret Christian too.
And isn't that funny? We talked about that. Like they say you're a secret Christian and I'm a secret atheist.
Yeah, how does it work?
Right? Isn't that funny? like it's like we want to respond to these guys and attack them somehow. What is he? Oh, he's an atheist. Let's say he's a secret Christian. Ha ha! You're a secret Christian. What's David say he is? David says he's a Christian. Ha ha! We'll call you an atheist. You're actually an atheist.
How brilliant!
It's like great moments in Dawa history, ladies and gentlemen.
How brilliant. How brilliant, man. We're doing such dumb things, right?
We sure are.
Myth Vision Podcast said, have you heard from Farid on the latest cartoon? I don't know why I would hear from Farid about the
Did he respond to it? Did he respond to the cartoon, or is he joking?
Why would he respond to the cartoon? I don't know anything about it.
It would seem disastrous. You're just going to get more people to watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I don't think I did anything in the cartoon that has anything to do with Farid. I don't know what people are talking about. There appears a character in the middle of the cartoon that says that tries to help Muhammad out by saying it is very simple. It is a metaphysical matter. And then Muhammad says, who is this? That's the part of the great responder. Any resemblance to real people could be purely coincidental, is all I want to say. What do you think?
Yep.
See? You see? Adam Yusupov said, AP or David, will any of you be at the Celebrating Dissent event in August? Is that an ex-Muslim event? Is that what you're asking? Are you looking that up right now?
Mm-hmm.
I
know something like that.
I have not heard of such a thing.
Oh, no. This is different from the one I was wondering if it was the same thing I was thinking of.
What's this, man?
Is it actually no, it's in Germany.
Germany?
Celebrating, that's your hometown, man.
It's my hometown. It's my hometown.
It's your home away from home. Celebrating Dissent 2022, August 20th to 21st, Cologne, Germany.
And what is it about? Do you want to inform us?
Yeah, we're going to show you that as the true master, the true most important people that you all must be against Islam, yeah. Kind of Nazis. No, I'm just kidding, guys. It looks like it's a ex-Muslims.
Oh, Richard
Oh, okay.
Dawkins is
Oh,
gonna
look
be
at that.
there.
NSF hater.
And she's going to be there. That's funny. Mariam Namazi is going to be there. Complete speaker lineup.
Let's see.
Looks
I
like-
don't see the Apostate Prophet on here. There's no point in going.
Looks like interesting.
Sammy Abdullah.
I think they don't want to invite me because
Dan Barker. Oh my goodness. They got Dan Barker and not the Apostate Prophet?
I don't think they would invite
Count
me.
me
because,
out.
Because if they
Count.
invited me, then everyone would be in danger. Because I'm a dangerous person.
I'm looking at all the people here.
Oh, some very interesting people there to attend and to.
No, there are interesting people here, but I mean, some of these people should not have been invited over the Apostate Prophet. Hey, Armin Navabi.
What?
Armin.
Yeah. No, I would. No, it looks like there's a lot. There are lots of very interesting people.
Armin could do like a voiceover work for like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Not offensive. He's got a very unique. That's what they want for cartoons. People have like really unique voices, and he has this really he has a really funny voice for that.
You said no
Cool.
offense, but it's already your.
I'm not saying it to be. I'm saying like the guy who played Cliff Clavin on Cheers. And he's like, hey, everyone. And then they put him in all these things because he has a very, very distinct voice and so on.
I think you should apologize to Armin Nilami for what he just said.
Armin's hilarious, man.
No, it looks like a very interesting event. I didn't even hear it that, honestly.
Yeah, I never heard of it. I mean, this looks huge. I mean, they have trillions of speakers.
But maybe we'll go there just to endanger the event.
Ali Rizvi, your hero.
I'm just kidding. Maybe we.
Hey, they got Harris Sultan in here.
We'll support that. Yeah.
Harris is here.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
How are you the only person in the world who hasn't been invited to this?
But even feminine,
Hold up, artists.
What's going on? What the? How is everybody there? How is everybody there?
Wait, Vidu Vid's here? They literally invited every single person in the world except you.
Yeah.
And then they didn't even tell you about it.
I had no idea.
What is this thing, man?
Well, the thing is, maybe they did tell me about it, but
that's why this thing's gonna flop, man. That's why this whole event's gonna flop. Next time, get the Apostate Prophet. And don't embarrass yourselves, guys. Free Thought Lebanon. Come on.
Maybe they did tell me, but I never saw it because
More
people
like-
always tell me things and I never see them. That's how it usually
More
is.
like Free Thought Borathon.
Stop dissing the ex-Muslim event.
I don't care, man. They don't invite AP. It will feel my wrath.
Yeah, feel my wrath descend upon you. Yeah, but it looks like something interesting. I haven't heard of it, so I can't say anything. But it's in my hometown, and as such, it looks quite interesting. I don't know why David is putting his hand on his chest.
I'm feeling my pectoral.
Oh,
I'm making sure it's not terribly sore.
oh,
It's
good.
not. It's not sore at all.
Okay.
We just worked them. We just worked our pecs. Not you and me and my son.
Uh-huh.
We worked our pecs yesterday, and I periodically test to see if I didn't work out hard enough.
You're just trying to tell everyone that you're working out.
I'm working out. I'm getting extremely powerful.
Me too. Unfortunately, it's too big because
You can't even see it on this camera.
You can't see it.
You can't see it.
Spitz said, "I would make a joke about Islam, but it is it is lame." I would make a joke about Islam, but
definitely
it
lame.
is lame.
That was
Okay,
definitely
that was
lame.
definitely a terrible, horrible joke. I will refund the £2 that you spent on that joke. Moritz Vetter said, "How can AP keep his hands off the Dizzle's chiseled frizzle? Such restraint shows that he is a true prophet."
You got some weird fans, man.
You see? Dragon Fist 900. That's always stuck in my head, man. The way that you say, you see? It's like, that's how I talk now in real life. I go to the store and tell people, you see? Dragon Fist 900 said, "Hey, David, I got the chance to do some apologetics work with some Muslim students. Would it be okay with you and AP if I email to you for feedback? God bless." With me? I don't know why you say with me.
Yeah, I mean, I could say yes. You're free to email me. Yes, you are. Almost anyone here who has ever tried to contact me knows I'm horrible.
Terrible.
Like one of the worst in the world at responding to stuff. I'll go like weeks at a time without even checking my email. Yeah, so
terrible.
I've mentioned this before. Like Nabil used to tell me, he's like, you need an assistant to go through all that stuff for you and figure out the important stuff and then address that stuff.
Yeah.
And problem is I don't trust anyone enough to go through my stuff and like how do I know that you're going to pull out the correct stuff?
Yeah.
And
can't trust people.
But notice that any system would be better than the way I do it.
Yeah.
Right. Which is just, ignoring things for large amounts of time.
Yeah.
So any assistant actually doing something would be better than me doing nothing. Yeah. But I still end up not doing it. Yeah.
Can't trust humans.
Bad situation.
Can't trust humans.
I will say this. If you message me and I see it and I click on it and it's something I can respond to quickly, like within a couple minutes, much better chance of getting me to respond to that, other than like, hey, David, here are the 14 things they brought up. And can you type out responses to all this stuff for all these guys so I can give it back to them and stuff like that. That's
can't trust humans.
Yeah, it's just so it's always in my head. Hey, I can respond to this email, or in the same amount of time, I can make a video which would be watched by hundreds of thousands of people. And so
can't trust
like lots of my videos in the past are, hey, I don't want to just answer this question in this email. I'll just make a video about it, and then that person has it, and so on. So,
can't trust humans.
Can't trust people.
Kento Yamasaki said, "Idiot." Al said, "Harry Sultan posted the entire video." I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're saying.
Hey, bub. Huh?
Done?
No, we're live.
Oh,
sorry. Hey, Kepi, you want to say hi to everyone? Come here.
Yeah.
Come here, bub. About to go to bed.
We're supposed to go.
Here's the youngest. Hey, who's that? Look in here. Look right here. There are people watching you. You can see yourself on the computer later.
Yeah.
You don't want to say anything?
are you going to be on YouTube?
You want to say hi? Hi, everyone. Now I'm tickling. All right. All right. Now that we got that out of the way.
We should probably be done in like 5
Oh, yeah. We should be wrapping up.
Yeah, I didn't.
We're going to record stuff, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We're going to record dope stuff.
Dope stuff. Can't trust humans.
You should blaze through these. What is it?
People are suddenly making a bunch of super chats because you are here.
Smart people.
I would never have this many super chats if it was just me, but it's all
people
because
don't like you.
It's because
people
you
like
are
me
here.
being in your video.
I think people are subscribed to my channel because of you.
Yep.
If it weren't for you, I would have like 0 subscribers or maybe 5.
0,
10
period.
Murti said all religions are man-made, starting with Sumerian mythology. What do you guys think?
It's mythology. What yo guys think?
Mythology.
Yeah, what do you think of Sumerian mythology?
1 sentence response. I think it's cool.
I don't know what Sumerian mythology is, so I don't even know how to get started there.
It has something to do with mites. Some introvert said Milan thinks that David is worse than Nick Fuentes and should be banned from social media for criticizing her backward prophet.
Oh. Who is Milahan?
See?
What?
No, that was good enough. Mango T said Nupar insulted Islam. Allah shall punish thee. Mango T is the troll who tricked me into having a debate with him on Modern Day Debate.
Oh, nice.
And it then got taken down because it turned out that he is a troll.
Oh, nice.
It was a fun debate, though. Free Peace Love made a super chat. John the Gringo said...
Hey, Gringo!
Gringo said, question for David. Fans like me will follow you to wherever you go, but how do you expect Muslims and others who aren't already fans to run across your content, not on YouTube? First super chat ever, by the way. Thank you so much for your first super chat ever, by the way.
Johnny the Gringo, try watching my actual videos and not commenting on the titles.
See?
I can already tell you did not watch the videos where I discuss my actual plans, or you weren't paying attention.
You see?
because everyone keeps telling me, David, how come you're about to do this thing that you've never ever said you're going to do? Why are you doing this thing that you didn't say you're going to do?
You're so rude to your
Yeah.
to Gringo fans.
What I said was,
The Gringo tells
I'm
you.
deleting my channel because I have a better way of doing things, and it requires me deleting my channel to move forward.
The Gringo says, "Hey David, I love your stuff. I'm very worried about you leaving." And you're like, "Be quiet, peasant. I already talked about this."
Well, it's just annoying, right? It's like, hey, everyone's going to be wondering about why I'm deleting my channel. So let me make a video explaining it in intricate detail for 30 minutes. And then, people still misunderstood it. Let me make a shorter video, but get more clearly to the point and explain it very carefully and respond to all the major objections that might come up about this. And then every response. No, not every response. I mean, the people who watch them are generally okay. Well, maybe not sure why even if they're not sure why deleting the channel is an essential part of that, they're at least like, okay, sounds like you know what you're doing here.
Yeah.
But then you have David. How are Muslims ever going to find your stuff when you're never on YouTube again?
That's true.
Where are you getting that from?
Wardoon said, "Can you donate your channel to one of the ex-Muslim YouTubers with few subs? I would appreciate if you got a way to keep the channel alive. Let it be." I don't think that's possible.
I think I can give my channel to someone else.
But if it's connected with your actual identity, including the Google AdSense and all that, I don't know if that's possible.
I mean, unless they've changed it, you can give channels to another person. You sign it over. We did that back in the day. It was, in fact, the first channel we started posting on, a Muslim gave us the channel because he wanted us to post stuff so they could prepare for debates and stuff like that. So at least back in the day, it was you can get stuff transferred over. The reason that's not a great idea is it's kind of it's kind of not cool for the people who subscribed. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When someone subscribes to, let's say you, right? Let's say, hey, I'm subscribing to the Apostate Prophet, and then you give your channel to someone else, and now it's this other person's channel, and I got you the subscribers.
Yeah.
Like one, even if you thought that was okay to do, which I don't necessarily think that's okay to do.
Yeah, if you make a channel and have 700,000 subscribers and then you give it to somebody who does cooking videos.
Yeah. Or even if it's someone who does like apologetics or something like that, it's not going to do well because people are going to click on, hey, let me check out what David Wood is doing. It's going to pop up, and then they're going to watch. Whoa, who is this guy? And they get mad. Yeah. I don't know if you've noticed this, but there are people who flip out if you change anything.
Yeah.
Like I will see my bookshelf here. This is my classic background over here.
I know.
But I will move something on that shelf and I'll get messaged. Why did you move that? What is this? Is this a signal of something? It's like, no, I got a book up, so I had to move that. So I had to get a book, right? But why are you moving that? What are you trying to say? Anything like a different background. There are people who flip out about it. If it's an entirely different person on the channel,
I want to deliberately change things just to make somebody mad.
It's not like the 700,000 subscribers stay on and, hey, okay, well, here's the guy. Here's our new guy because he took over the channel. It's more like, whoa, that's not what I signed up for, and click off.
This is not what I signed up for. I'm leaving now because you changed a book in your background. Ghost VA2PA said, howdy. Thank you so much. I appreciate your howdy. Yeah, we have to run through this. Miguel Silva said, will one day stop being Islamic countries? Yes, they will. Rasa said, thank you guys for staying true to yourselves on Newport. It was saddening and frustrating to see some prominent ex-Muslims beating around, monkey balancing the issue. You guys are standing tall in front of mighty around the world. Well, honestly, I say I don't talk about these things. I don't want to comment on these things, on India-related stuff, but it's very clear, regardless of the political affiliations and the background of this person and the party, what she did is not in any way problematic, not wrong. She merely commented on certain facts, and because of that, people went insane. And I will stand by her for that. David agrees with me. I know this. Uriah Blackman said, David, I know it's a deep question, but why did Christians change Isaiah 9:6? They changed the tense of all the verbs in the passage to future tense.
First of all, bull, but you should be asking someone who deals with that stuff. But I mean,
yeah.
Isaiah 9:6, for to us a child is born.
Yeah.
To us a son is given.
Yeah.
To us, you just said all the verbs are changed to future tense. So this is a child will be born, a son will be given.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about. You're gonna have to do a better job with that.
Debo Dro said, hey guys, just wondering, what are your favorite ex-Muslim channels?
Apostate Prophet.
Of course.
So I mean, really, what you're asking for something like this, since according to Islam, everyone's an ex-Muslim. Every non-Muslim is an ex-Muslim because we're all born as Muslims. It's really just saying, what are your favorite channels, period.
Yeah. I would say my favorite ex-Muslim channels, though, are Nuria Khan. Her channel is called Holy Humanist. Then another one is Infidel Noodle. She has very good stuff. And so far as I remembered, Harris Sultan and Abdullah Samir. That's what I'm going to say. And David Wood just says Apostate Prophet.
Apostate Prophet.
That's a perfect response. That's just what I think. Matthew Valesco said, Ramadan is wrong. Our Lord Jesus Christ says, go and baptize all the nations in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Why are we still on Rum Runner?
Because he's Rum Runner. Jackie Coley said, so I just saw your feed maybe 3 weeks ago, and I watched many recovering from bad leg and ankle fracture. I had too much Adderall or something. What is going on here? I have no idea. But the thing is, at the beginning, when it said, so I just saw your feed, I thought about that as I just saw your feet, and I'm seeing your feet here. So
you remind me of some feet.
I don't know. It's like strange things are going on in my head, I guess. Free Peace Love said, I appreciate you both. You gave me the push and the confidence. I needed to leave sending peace and love. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. David can't respond to that because he doesn't know what love and all of that means. Daryl Duckworth said, peace be unto you, Apostate Prophet. In utter humiliation, here is my jizya. Thank you. Well done. I shouldn't even say thank you. Good. Give me the jizya, Daryl. Leaves of Bread said nothing but made a super chat. Thank you so much. Abbas Khan said, question for David Wood. According to you, is AP going to hell or heaven since he's not a Christian? Does one have to be a Christian to get salvation? Now be very careful, David, about what you are going to say next.
I don't think it's biblical to say that one has to be a Christian to get salvation, because you'd have to deal with people who were even before Christianity, right? Like even before the gospel was preached. The Bible talks about Old Testament saints and so on. And you have the issue of, what about a person on some island or something like that who doesn't have access to the gospel and so on. So you have issues like that. So on does one have to be a Christian to get salvation? The Bible is clear that no one comes to the Father except through Jesus. The question is, will the blood of Jesus be applied to other people? And you need something like that, because again, you have Old Testament saints and so on. You have the Apostle Paul saying that the Gentiles do by nature what the law demands, even if they don't have the law. And so you have the idea that you're responsible for responding to the revelation that you have been given. So what revelation have you actually received? There's a general revelation that all people have received. And then there's special revelation. And so, no one's come to the Father except through Jesus. With that said, if AP, whatever scenario happens, even if he gets a post-mortem opportunity, I don't know if there are theories about that and so on. If he always rejects Jesus, he would have to answer for his own sins. He'd have to answer for his own sins. With that,
good enough.
even the going to hell or heaven, there are issues there. Keep in mind, guys, when you
Good enough.
you go through the world of philosophy, you're exposed to a lot of different interpretations that
Good enough.
are not the mainstream interpretation and so on. And so, yeah, all I'm saying is, very clear. No one comes to the Father except through Jesus. A lot of the other issues, a lot of the things that Christians today believe about what happens in this and that,
Good enough.
you got to flesh that stuff out and make sure it coheres with the totality of Scripture.
Yeah.
But
can't trust
if what I actually wanted to get to was this.
What?
No, just that question, right? Like the real point of the, what's the real point of the question? What's the real purpose of
the real
of
purpose
that?
of the question is to do the thing, like your view
Uh-huh.
of me,
Yeah.
your sentiment toward me,
Uh-huh.
and us sitting together.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Yeah.
And
The real point is for me to
Is
is for me to say no. And so here's the option. Yes, AP is going to hell, and then all the atheists get mad. Or I say, no, God's just going to let everyone into heaven, and then all the Christians are mad, right? So it's these classic. It's like what Ali Dawah said he was going to do. Remember what Ali Dawah said he was going to? I'm going to cause the division between the Christians and the atheists, so they are not united against us. Right? It's the same. It's the same. It's the same exact thing. Are we upset and enraged at each other right now, AP?
I'm totally, man. I'm so
No.
can't trust humans. No, it doesn't work, man. It really doesn't work.
Yeah,
And
give
I don't
give
really
that
care.
one up.
And I don't
It's like,
care.
AP, do you believe David's going to heaven or that he's just going to be eaten by worms? Which one is it?
I can't.
So
speak
you're
these-
saying David is wrong.
I can't.
David is
speak these
wrong, and
words.
there is no heaven.
We will be enemies if I tell you.
Are
what
you
I
saying
believe.
Hitler just got away scot-free when he died?
Oh no!
I can't believe the injustice in AP's
David.
worldview. I can't. Why are we criticizing Islam when we hate each other?
David, if I told you what I believe, we could never have peace.
No, I know. Here's what's funny, because this is the same thing that keeps coming up over and over and over again, right? You and me are fine. Hey, we obviously have some big disagreements, but we agree on this. We all agree on this. Everyone across the board, even most Muslims agree. We do not want to be governed by Sharia under any circumstances. So
I know
hey,
for
we agree on
for
that.
a fact that David probably thinks that my worldview is essentially stupid, ridiculous nonsense.
That's correct.
Correct, right?
Uh-huh.
No problem with that at all. And I may or may not feel similarly about his worldview.
Uh-huh.
And yet here we are.
Yeah. And we think, hey, we're friends. We're friends. Maybe over time we understand each other's perspectives a little more. Maybe we change our minds eventually and so on. But whatever happens there, we agree. We do not want to be governed by the likes of Ali Dawah. We do not want Ali Dawah having, or anyone with that mentality having control over us. Yeah. And so this is like the great mystery of these people, right? Like, it's, hey, we agree on this. We agree on this. No, you can't agree on that because you disagree on other things. What are you talking about? Of course we can. Of course we can agree on one thing and not agree on something else.
How can you sit together and be friendly to each other and talk about Islam while you have such terribly different worldviews? How is this possible? It shouldn't be possible. It shouldn't work. I'm sorry, it does work.
Yeah,
it simply does work.
You both agree that Muhammad is a horribly ridiculous false prophet.
I think I, as a human, have come to different conclusions, to different ideas and beliefs. With that in mind, I'm also aware that other humans around the world, of all the humans that exist, have come to different conclusions, to all kinds of varieties of different conclusions. Some people came to them by being born into different cultures. Others came to them by thinking and being directed towards certain ideas, or came to them completely independently, and that's okay. Other people have different ideas just because they have such ideas. And even if those ideas include me going to a bad place, or if those ideas include me thinking that you are just, that you will just decompose like me, it doesn't matter. People have come to different conclusions. That's okay with me. I don't care. As long as you are not wanting to implement your worldview as a legal system upon me and the rest of the world and execute me and kill me, or, oppress entire groups of people, oppress the women, oppress people for their beliefs and all that. I don't care. You can believe whatever you want. That's how it works.
Yeah. And you know what's interesting? If the Dawa gangs weren't so massively butthurt over any criticism or any disagreement, right? Like they're obsessed with everyone having to disagree with them. I mean, everyone having to agree with them. If they weren't like that, I'd be in the same boat with them, right? It would be like if I'm in a room with AP and a Muslim Dawagandist, and he was the kind of person who could get along with other people, most of them can't, then it would depend on the topic. But if the topic is, was the universe created or something like that, I would have no problem saying, hey, me and the Muslim here, we're on the same side. Yeah. We're on the same side here, and AP's on the different side. If the issue is whether Muhammad's a true prophet, then hey, it's me and AP disagreeing with the Muslim, right? Yeah. And with me, it's like, what's the issue? Because you can pick anyone in this world. I agree with them on a lot of things. You could pick anyone in this world, every last person in the world. I disagree with that person on some things. And I probably disagree with the vast majority of people on some very important things. Where do you get this idea? Well, I just need to shun the entire world. No, it's the same thing that is one of the biggest problems with Islam. It's like us and everyone has to agree with us completely. Even if you say you're of us and you have some disagreement, we have to kill you as a heretic or marginalize you or something. But it's that, where are people getting this ridiculous idea from? You have to agree on everything or you're all shunned from it. Like, how do you live in the world like that? Because you see it everywhere now, right? You see, I mean, you say the wrong thing on Twitter, your own group, whatever that happens to be, will seek to destroy you. And guys, I don't know if you've noticed, we don't think like that. So stop applying your thinking that we regard as ridiculous. I go
even further than that. And I say, even if people have extremely horrible beliefs and ideas, even if some Islamist thinks that I should be executed in his ideal state, you know what? I could still come together with that guy and say, hey, you know what? Your ideas are terrible, man. Your beliefs are terrible. But it's okay. We can just sit down and talk about that. I don't have to fight with you. I don't have to hate you. It's okay. We can just talk about why you have such terrible ideas, or we don't have to talk about this. We can talk about something else. I don't have to fight with you. I don't have to hate you. But I do believe that your ideas are horrible and that I must stand up against them. Still, we are all humans. I respect the fact that you are a human who has some terrible ideas. Says nothing to me. And with that said, you can't trust humans, man. Let's go. Racer159 said, pity money for AP only having friends because of David Wood. It's true. What am I going to do? Loaves of bread made a super chat. Thank you. The Roaring Man said, we'll miss you, David Wood. Yeah, and when you're gone and no longer exist.
Gone. That's what I said. I'll be gone forever. No one's ever going to hear from me again.
Gone, we'll miss you, David. Jackie Corley said, help, I sent and they did not come up. Okay, I think so too. Miguel Silva said, when is the next episode of Prophet Tales? I have no idea what Prophet Tales with an F means, so I can't tell.
Is it, are you planning on making that like regular installments? Or?
Oh yeah, Prophet Tales is going to be a series. Next episode is coming soon. Kat the Barber said, no one gets a chance after death. I remember the story. Remember the story of the rich man and Lazarus. AP will go to hell unless he gets saved in this life. Maybe. Will be fun. The Roaring Man said, we'll miss you, David Wood. David Wood, we will miss you a lot when you are gone from YouTube eternally.
That's what I said.
And no longer.
That's exactly the words that I said in my video.
Okay, I'll just quickly look at this final super chat and then we're gone. Anthony said, God bless you, David and Apostate Prophet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But Love Nabana said, Bob the Builder, aka Scourge of Dawa Gangs, would be perfect with your channel, David. Very, very underrated brother in Christ.
Yeah, I was just on his channel a couple days ago.
Lindsay Mary said, David, please do your Adawa impression.
We're proud of that.
And it seems like that's it.
Good.
That's it. Thanks,
We got stuff to
everybody.
record, man.
We have to work for hours now and to record a lot of different things. Will be amazing. And now we are finally going away. And yeah,
You guys are all going to sleep.
and you're all going to
You're
sleep.
going to
everyone.
sleep. We're going to be up all night recording stuff.
Yeah. Everyone go to sleep, and we are going to record stuff all night. Have a fantastic day, everybody. And
Stay away from Islam.
can't trust humans.